Before starting the video, please read the instructions carefully on this page. This will help you get the most out of this session. Stay connected for more videos and updates.
Question 1. In which year did the Battle of Uhud take place? A. 2 AHB, 3 AHC, 4 AHD, 5 AH. Correct answer B. 3 AH. Explanation. The Battle of Uhud occurred in 3 AH, 625 CE, 1 year after the Battle of Badr. Question 2. What was the primary reason for the Battle of Uhud? A. Muslims wanted to conquer Mecca. B. Quraysh sought revenge for their defeat at Badr. C. The Jewish tribes of Medina invited the Quraysh D. Prophet Muhammad, launched a preemptive attack on Mecca. Correct answer, B. Quraysh sought revenge for their defeat at Badr. Explanation. The Quraysh were humiliated after their defeat at Badr and wanted to restore their honor.
Exam Pharmacy offers a range of study services to make your life easier, from online quizzes, assignments, and research papers to midterm and final exam prep. Need help? Just message us on WhatsApp and we'll take care of the rest. Let's make studying stress-free together.
Question 3. Who was the leader of the Quraysh forces in the Battle of Uhud? A. Abu Jahl. B. Abu Lahab. C. Abu Sufyan. D. Amr ibn al-As. Correct answer, C. Abu Sufyan. Explanation. Abu Sufyan led the Makkans in the battle to avenge the losses of Badr.
Join our WhatsApp group now. Click the link in the description for more study support.
Question 4. How many warriors did the Quraysh bring to the Battle of Uhud? A. 1,000 B, 2,000 C, 3,000 D, 4,000. Correct. Answer, C. 3,000. Explanation. The Quraysh assembled 3,000 fighters, including cavalry and heavily armed warriors, against the Muslims. Question 5. How many Muslim soldiers participated in the Battle of Uhud? A. 500 B, 700 C, 1,000 D, 1,200. Correct answer, C. 1,000. Explanation. Initially, the Muslim army had 1,000 men, but Abdullah ibn Ubay withdrew with 300 hypocrites, leaving only 700 warriors to fight. Question 6. What strategic mistake led to the Muslim defeat at Uhud? A. The Muslim cavalry retreated too early. B. The archers left their position on the hill. C. The Muslims divided their army. D. The Prophet did not participate in the battle. Correct answer, B. The archers left their position on the hill. Explanation. The Prophet ordered 50 archers to guard the hill, but most of them left their post, thinking the battle was over. This allowed Khalid ibn al-Walid to attack from behind. Question 7. Which companion protected the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, during the most intense part of the battle? A. Umar ibn al-Khattab. B. Talha ibn Ubaidullah. C. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. D. Ali ibn Abi Talib. Correct answer, B. Talha ibn Ubaidullah. Explanation. Talha ibn Ubaidullah defended the Prophet with his own body and suffered severe wounds. The Prophet later said, "Whoever wants to see a living martyr, look at Talha." Question 8. Which uncle of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was martyred in the Battle of Uhud? A. Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib. Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib. Abu Talib. D. Harith ibn Abdul Muttalib. Correct answer, A. Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib. Explanation. Hamza, R.A., known as Asadullah, the Lion of Allah, was martyred by Wahshi, a spear thrower hired by Hind bint Utbah. Question 9. Which woman mutilated the body of Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib after his martyrdom? A. Salama. B. Hind bint Utbah. C. Safiyah bint Abdul Muttalib. D. Aisha bint Abu Bakr. Correct answer, B. Hind bint Utbah. Explanation. Hind bint Utbah, the wife of Abu Sufyan, mutilated Hamza's body and chewed his liver out of revenge for her father's death at Badr. Question 10. What lesson did the Muslims learn from the Battle of Uhud? A. Victory comes only from numbers. B. The Quraysh were weak and could be easily defeated. C. Obedience to the Prophet is crucial in battle. D. Women should not participate in wars. Correct answer, C. Obedience to the Prophet is crucial in battle. Explanation. The main lesson was that disobedience led to defeat. The archers disobeyed the Prophet's, peace be upon him, order, leading to the Muslim army's loss. Question 11. Which surah of the Quran discusses the events of the Battle of Uhud? A. Surah Al-Baqarah. B. Surah Al-Imran. C. Surah Al-Anfal. D. Surah Al-Ma'idah. Correct. Answer. B. Surah Al-Imran. Explanation. Surah Al-Imran 3:121-179 discusses the Battle of Uhud, highlighting the lessons and warnings for the Muslims. Question 12. How did the Quraysh confirm that the Prophet Muhammad was still alive after the battle? A. They saw him leading prayers. B. They heard him reciting the Quran. C. Umar, R.A., loudly proclaimed he was alive. D. Ali, R.A., sent a messenger to Makkah. Correct answer. C. Umar, R.A., loudly proclaimed he was alive. Explanation. The Quraysh spread a rumor that the Prophet had been killed, but Umar ibn al-Khattab, R.A., and others loudly denied it, proving he was alive. Question 13. Which Muslim woman courageously fought in the Battle of Uhud? A. Salama. B. Nusaybah bint Ka'ab. C. Khadija bint Khuwaylid. D. Fatima bint Muhammad. Correct answer. B. Nusaybah bint Ka'ab. She received multiple wounds, but never retreated. Question 14. What mistake did the Quraysh make after the Battle of Uhud? A. They left without attacking Medina. B. They killed their own soldiers. C. They burned Muslim homes. D. They divided their army. Correct answer. A. They left without attacking Medina. Explanation. Abu Sufyan decided to return to Makkah instead of attacking Medina, missing a chance to completely defeat the Muslims. Question 15. What was the reaction of the hypocrites during the Battle of Uhud? A. They fought bravely alongside the Muslims. B. They remained neutral and observed. C. They abandoned the Muslim army before the battle. D. They secretly helped the Quraysh. Correct. Answer. C. They abandoned the Muslim army before the battle. Explanation. Abdullah ibn Ubay, leader of the hypocrites, took 300 men and abandoned the battle, weakening the Muslim army. Question 16. Which prominent Quraysh leader was killed in the Battle of Uhud? A. Abu Lahab. B. Abu Sufyan. C. Umayyah ibn Khalaf. D. None of them. Correct. Answer. D. None of them. Explanation. Unlike Badr, no major Quraysh leaders were killed at Uhud. The Quraysh managed to retreat successfully. Question 17. What was one of the major consequences of the Battle of Uhud? A. The Muslims lost control of Medina. B. The Quraysh stopped attacking the Muslims. C. The Jewish tribes of Medina betrayed their agreement. D. The Muslims lost their faith in Islam. Correct answer. C. The Jewish tribes of Medina betrayed their agreement. Explanation. After Uhud, Banu Nadir, one of the Jewish tribes of Medina, betrayed their treaty and conspired with the Quraysh against the Muslims. Question 18. What did the Quraysh do with the bodies of Muslim martyrs after the battle? A. They returned them to the Muslims. B. They mutilated some of them. C. They buried them with honor. D. They left them untouched. Correct answer. B. They mutilated some of them. Explanation. The Quraysh mutilated several bodies, especially Hamza, R.A. Hind bint Utbah even chewed his liver in revenge. Question 19. How many Muslims were martyred in the Battle of Uhud? A. 35. B. 50. C. 70. D. 100. Correct. Answer. C. 70. Explanation. 70. Muslim warriors were martyred at Uhud, including Hamza, R.A., and other prominent companions. Question 20. Which lesson is emphasized in the Quran regarding the Battle of Uhud? A. Wealth is the key to victory. B. Defeat is always permanent. C. Obedience to leadership is crucial. D. Never forgive your enemies. Correct. Answer. C. Obedience to leadership is crucial. Explanation. Surah Ali Imran 3:152 highlights how disobedience led to loss and teaches the importance of following the Prophet's, peace be upon him, commands. Now, let's begin the subjective section worth 5 marks. Let's dive in. Question 1. What were the main causes of the Battle of Uhud? Answer. The main causes of the Battle of Uhud were 1. Revenge for Badr. The Quraysh wanted to avenge their defeat in the Battle of Badr, 624 CE, where several of their leaders were killed. 2. Reasserting power. They aimed to restore their prestige and dominance in the region. 3. Economic interests. They feared losing their trade routes, which were threatened by the growing strength of Muslims. 4. Hypocrite. Influence. The Munafiqun, hypocrites, in Medina, led by Abdullah ibn Ubay, secretly supported the Quraysh. 5. Jewish tribes' betrayal. Some Jewish tribes of Medina, particularly Banu Nadir, had turned against the Muslims. Question 2. Explain the role of archers in the Battle of Uhud. Answer. The Muslim archers played a critical role in the battle. 1. Positioning. The Prophet Muhammad stationed 50 archers on Mount Uhud under the command of Abdullah ibn Jubair, R.A., to prevent enemy attacks from the rear. Second, initial success. Their accurate shooting forced the Quraysh cavalry to retreat, helping Muslims gain an early advantage. Third, disobedience. Against the Prophet's orders, many archers left their posts when they saw the Quraysh fleeing, thinking the battle was won. Fourth, turning point. Khalid ibn al-Walid, who was not yet a Muslim, led a counterattack from the rear, leading to Muslim losses. Fifth lesson. The incident highlighted the importance of obeying leadership in battle. Question 3. Who was Hamza, R.A., and how did he die in the Battle of Uhud? Answer. Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib, R.A., was 1. The uncle of Prophet Muhammad, and a strong warrior. Second, a key fighter in both Badr and Uhud. 3. He was known as Asadullah, the Lion of Allah, due to his bravery. Death at Uhud. 1. Washi ibn Harb, an Abyssinian slave, was promised freedom by Hind bint Utbah if he killed Hamza, R.A. 2. Washi used a spear to strike Hamza, R.A., from a distance, killing him instantly. Third, Hind mutilated Hamza's body, cutting out his liver and chewing it in revenge for her father's death at Badr. 4. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was deeply saddened by Hamza's martyrdom. Question 4. How did the Quraysh react after the battle? Answer. After the battle, the Quraysh, 1. Did not attack Medina, fearing resistance. 2. Spread propaganda, claiming they had crushed the Muslims. 3rd, mocked the Muslims, mutilating the bodies of martyrs, including Hamza, R.A. 4th, declared victory but knew it was not a decisive win. 5th, plotted future battles, leading to the Battle of the Trench, 627 CE. Question 5. What was the impact of the Battle of Uhud on the Muslims? Answer. The Battle of Uhud had major consequences for the Muslims. 1. Loss of lives. 70 companions were martyred, including Hamza, R.A. 2. Political challenges. The Munafiqun, hypocrites, gained influence. 3rd, psychological setback. Many Muslims felt disheartened, but the Prophet, peace be upon him, reassured them. 4th, strategic lessons. It taught them the importance of discipline and obedience. 5th, Quranic guidance. Surah Ali Imran 3:152 reminded them of the consequences of disobedience. Question 6. How did the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, motivate the Muslims after the defeat? Answer. After the battle, the Prophet 1. Reminded them of Allah's plan and that victories and losses are tests. 2. Encouraged patience and faith, citing Quranic verses 3:139. Do not lose heart or grieve, for you will be victorious if you are believers. 3. Led by example, staying strong despite the personal loss of his uncle Hamza, R.A. 4th. Taught resilience, urging Muslims to remain united and prepare for future battles. 5. Forgave the hypocrites despite their betrayal to maintain unity in Medina. Question 7. What Quranic lessons were revealed regarding the Battle of Uhud? Answer. Several verses of Surah Ali Imran were revealed after the battle. 1. 3:152. The Muslims lost because of disobedience and greed. 2. 3:140. If a wound has touched you, a similar wound has touched the disbelievers. 3. 3:159. Mercy of the Prophet, peace be upon him. He forgave those who disobeyed. 4. 3:173-174. Encouraged steadfastness in faith. 5. 3:186. Warned that trials and sacrifices are part of Islam. Question 8. Why did the Prophet Muhammad initially plan to fight defensively in Medina? Answer. 1. Strategic defense. Medina's narrow streets favored urban defense. Second, logistical advantage. It ensured a steady supply of resources. 3. Avoiding open battle. The Muslim army was smaller and less equipped. 4. Safer for civilians. Fighting inside Medina protected women and children. 5. Changed plan. The young companions insisted on an open battle, and the Prophet accepted their decision. Question 9. How did the Battle of Uhud change Khalid ibn al-Walid's perception of Islam? Answer. 1. He observed Muslim bravery despite their loss. 2. He saw the Prophet's, peace be upon him, leadership and resilience. 3. He realized Islam's strength after later battles. 4. He eventually accepted Islam after the conquest of Makkah, 630 CE. 5. He became one of the greatest Muslim generals and was later called Saifullah, the sword of Allah.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay in touch for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.